annoying buzz that goes through the speaker, and I'm not sure why. Just for this
his name
signal
is Corey
alone.
Roddick, and he's doing a great job.
I'm sorry? Corey Roddick. Yeah, no, I don't get it. It's the only, we have all of our stations on this dial in the men's room and in the hallway, and MMS, they fixed it for like 48 hours 2 weeks ago, and you turn it on, and it's this crazy, annoying sound.
Buzz, yeah. And I think it's sabotage. Jealousy.
Jealousy. Yeah. Wow. That's a reach.
I don't know.
But I'll take your word for it. You might be right. But holy cow. Yeah, so currently it's playing all that Christmas music in the men's room.
I don't mind some Christmas music, but I like it in doing Christmassy things. And peeing and pooping is not a Christmassy thing to me.
It depends on how you do it. Mine
in your yard, dropping logs out the chimney.
There you go. Mine have gotten increasingly more festive.
Okay.
As now
how
because
so? Explain.
Again, because I'm not a
candy striped.
I'm somebody who I know some people just simply cannot wait for Christmas, and that's fine. I don't so much understand it in adults, but fine, you do you. But at least I'm somebody who at least wants to give Thanksgiving its due, and then sure, as soon as December hits, go crazy. So we're in December now. So I try to make sure that my bathroom time is a bit more festive. And
how do you do, I mean, other than the music, what are ways that you make bathroom time more festive?
Well, I cover any potential grunts with sleigh bells.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm. So if you're in there, you'll hear like jingle, jingle, and you'll know AC's working something out, Because that way, you don't have to hear me doing what I'm doing. And
I like to hear what people are doing.
You pay it forward. I don't want to hear anything anybody's doing.
Oh, I like. Yeah.
We have all heard ungodly things in there. It's been better. It has been better.
It has been much better.
One silver lining of us being among the very few humans on the floor here at work in the pandemic era is that there just aren't as many people using the bathroom. So that part's nice. But over the years, boy. There have been some ungodly, inhuman noises.
That's why, and sounds like, why I don't go to the bathroom here.
But it's like depth charges, like dropping into the toilet, and it's just farty poops, just like people.
Okay.
Yeah.
What do you think?
I don't care.
Well, but everybody's got their own thing. My problem was
who does have farty poops?
My problem was when I would know who they were. I did not like that at all. Because then I'd be like, okay. So when Poundcake gets all in his own head about it, I understand what he's talking about. Because, boy, if that was him in there and he was doing some stuff.
I have some really cool shoes on, so you would recognize these mugs if you were looking underneath the stall. So I can't even lie about it.
Not even shoes. I'm not talking about their shoes.
But I'm just saying, if you were
talking about like somebody where it follows them when they leave the bathroom. And you go, oh, God, I know that. Lord. I know that scent. It was you. I'm like Donald Sutherland at the end of Invasion of the Body Snatchers.
Well,
pointing at Victoria, what's her name, in the park. Yeah.
I'm saying, there was that one time I nearly cleared the whole damn hallway because I farted and I walked in here and it followed me in here and you were like, who let off a stink bomb in the hallway? And you didn't know it was me.
That's my point. It's got nothing to do with your shoes.
Well,
who cares what shoes you're wearing?
Well, he thinks that's how people are going to identify him.
That's how they would recognize me at first before they...
Yeah, but that's not how I recognize you.
We know your scent.
Yeah, well, it was like a cartoon where you had that green...
Fog,
yeah. It's like the Scooby-Doo mysteries in the hallway with Poundcake.
I will say someone who smells their farts all the time, because I'm the only one that really smells them, because I don't fart here anymore because I'm self-conscious. I don't have a signature smell. They change with my diet. I mean, obviously,
I think that's probably true of everyone.
But there's some people where it's like their fart. Their farts have if they have
because they probably just eat the same thing all the time.
Yeah, they have a signature scent or
no. I don't know anyone's signature scent.
I have a couple friends where I'm like,
you're around them so much that you know
I lived
what
with roommates.
I know my dog's fart because she eats the same food all the time, so her farts are like if I smelled that, I'd be like, "Ooh, whoopsie's close." We're on her trail. She got away, but we'll track her with her farts.
Well, yeah, that's a warning shot too.
Yeah.
That's you're setting that you're at DEFCON 4 for like getting ready to go outside. Joe in Philly, what's going on?
Yeah, what up, guys?
How are you?
This is JoJo Turnpike here for all your I-76 needs.
Uh-huh.
What do you want?
Yeah. Are you out on the Turnpike?
Yeah. What do you want?
Oh, he's Joe Turnpike.
Oh,
I
Joe
see.
Turnpike. Okay. Hey.
Right, he's Joe Turnpike.
Hey, why are you sending me a $0 ticket? That
Hey,
seems like
Bill.
a waste.
Bill, hey, you're welcome. It was just a warning.
I mean, I appreciate
That's
not
fine.
having to pay anything, but I feel like there's no need to send it. I mean, it costs money to send all that stuff.
It's for you, Bill. Just because I like you, I will just give you a warning. But next time you go through that construction site,
Construction?
I may,
He's
I
having
may-
a hard time constructing his words.
I may or may not give you another warning.
Okay, well,
Okay.
you heard it right there from Joe Turnpike.
Appreciate it, Joe Turnpike. I
Thank you,
appreciate
Joe Turnpike.
just the warning.
Yeah, if you're going to get a ticket, it's one for $0.00. That's okay. Who's got a problem with that? Yeah, Poundcake doesn't want to funk up his room with farts. He brings in more chicken tenders and French fries in there.
I don't. Whatever.
You don't what?
Are you talking about my room at home or my room here?
No, in there. Aren't you eating chicken tenders again?
I had them that one day. I haven't had them since.
Oh, what are you eating in there now?
I'm done. I had a wrap.
Oh, a wrap. Why did it smell the same? It smelled exactly like the tenders and fries you had the other day. Well, did you have fries with it?
I did have fries.
Oh.
And there is chicken in my wrap. So that could be why.
I see. Because I was wondering if you were concerned about I was reading that there was an alleged chicken tender shortage.
Oh.
But then the National Chicken Council on Twitter, which is an actual thing, the National Chicken Council is assuring everyone that they might be a little more expensive for obvious reasons, but there's not going to be any shortage. And as you're somebody who is on record as enjoying tenders, you might want to. Now, why today? Why the wrap instead of the tenders?
I felt more rappy than tendery.
More rappy than tendery.
Yeah.
All right. Did you go for the spinach wrap?
No.
Oh.
Nope. Yesterday I had a salad. So
Now, what was in that? What do you put in your salad?
I had a little bit of ham, a little bit of bacon bits, croutons.
So not really a salad, just an open-faced sandwich.
No.
Ham
little
in a
bit.
salad?
They're
Yeah.
ham bits. They're not like.
Ham bits is a very common thing for a salad bar salad.
Didn't say it wasn't.
But
Doesn't mean you got to get it.
you can have a protein with your salad. It doesn't make it any less salad.
Yeah, ham. I don't know that would be the protein you want. It's just.
But they're bits. It's not like I'm eating.
I know that's what I mean. They're like compressed ham bits.
Oh, that's ham.
It's not going to have any nutritional value for it. I assume if you're getting a salad, it's because you're trying to eat something healthy. And ham
He
cubes.
wanted some nice, healthy ham cubes.
And ham cubes aren't going to what you. Okay, so I interrupted.
His sodium level was
Well,
low.
There you go. Right.
Which is not
Guys, I'm not
possible,
retaining enough water today. What else was in your salad?
Croutons, and then there was a bunch of carrots, and I had Italian dressing, marinating in Italian dressing, and that, of course, the lettuce, the head of lettuce. That's all.
Okay. Well, there you go. They got a guy, by the way, who just broke the burp record. Guinness Book of World Records, the world's loudest burp.
Loudest burp.
Loudest burp, yeah. They do, I guess the way they do this is they do it in a room, and they have a person there with the decibel meter, and it records it. I would think that, again, I'm sure that there's some standard distance you have to stand from the person to make this all
Yeah, I'm sure it's very-
uniform or whatever.
They're very professional over there at the Guinness Book of World Records. They don't want some record willy-nilly. They want very accurate records.
I wonder why there's never been any competition for the Guinness Book of World Records. Because people just make things up. I mean, how do we know that that's the loudest burp? And I'll play it here for you. The previous record was 109.9 decibels. Previous record has been held for 12 years, and a guy in Australia just beat it. His belch was 112.4 decibels.
Damn, it's a loud burp.
Yeah, loudest burp. After more than a decade, the record's been broken over there at Guinness.
112.4.
Boy, they could not be more excited for that guy to have the world's loudest burp now.
That's what he's been working for his whole life, probably. He's probably
112.4.
probably in a pub in Australia, and they're like, man, you have the loudest burps. And he's probably like, they're not that loud. And they're like, no, they're way too loud.
Do you call the Guinness people? Do you shoot them an email? How do you do this? You go, hey guys, I think I can break the world burping record. And they go, I don't know, bro. This has been a record since 2009. And he goes, I think I got it. Nobody else has broken it in 12 years, or nobody else has cared to.
I didn't know it was a record, so
Yeah.
now that I'm aware of it, I feel like if I got a good burp, I could make a loud one. I don't know if it'd be 112 decibels. I think I could get. I could probably compete for the loudest sneeze.
Loudest sneeze.
I got dad sneezes, man.
Oh, do you?
Like when I sneeze, it's like it's thunder to the point where my kids will still like they'll see the memes about like loudest things on earth, and it'll be like volcano erupting.
Yeah.
Airplanes taking off, and then dad sneezing, things like that. And I sneeze loud, but it's effective.
Huh.
Or when I blow my nose, also very loud.
Well, then hit up Guinness.
I should.
There's got to be some, because burping, the Guinness World Record, a Guinness book, run by the Guinness Brewing Company. So you're going to burp if you drink a lot of beer. That makes sense. That's probably the very first world record that they ever recorded was loudest burp from somebody drinking a bunch of pints. And they go, hey, let's start a world record book. And they go, okay, cool. What are the other ones you're going to do? Tallest, shortest, all the usual ones. But it probably started with burp. I don't know if sneeze is in there. I think they kind of try to keep it PG over there at Guinness. So it's dumb crap like, how many balloons a dog can pop with his nose in 60 seconds? They don't have, like, loudest dump. I don't think.
Loudest dump would be a good one.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I don't know
Now,
if
Poundcake, because you're so shy about dumping, is it because you make a lot of noise? Would you be able to compete for the loudest dump?
I don't even know if it's a noise factor. It's more of a smell factor.
Smelliest dump?
It might be. I mean, like I said, it depends. I mean, everyone's poops depends, but
But that's also, but smell is very subjective. Sound, she's got a decibel meter right there.
But like that's why I really don't want to do it in a public bathroom because it echoes. At home, it's like very condensed, like no one's around, even if it does echo. But this bathroom here, whoever's talking is gonna be like, even if they're on the radio, they're like, whoa, I can smell that all the way in here, or they're oh, I can hear that all the way in here. I'm just very paranoid. That's all.
Hey, Woody.
Alan,
Yeah.
how was your day, brother?
Good man.
I don't know if I've ever had a fart that actually echoed anywhere. What Poundcake was just trying to say, but yeah, that'll be an impressive fart if it echoed somewhere.
Woody must have the day off because Woody was sending me video of him playing guitar earlier.
That is correct, sir. It's way too windy for the particular work we're doing. We're about 50, 55 feet in the air, and it's considerably windy out there, and it was just a little too dangerous to try to pull the trigger on that.
So that's true? Like in the roofing game, if it's too windy, you get the day off?
Well, it all depends on what we're doing, and how high we are and where we are, and, it's better to be safe than sorry. You don't want to, like have a piece of insulation fly off a roof and chop the head off.
Yeah, no, I get it. I understand. So is there a what's the calculus for wind speed as opposed to height? Is there an equation for that?
I don't know that there is, and I don't know if there's an actual wind number that will force us to be off. It's pretty much the call of the bosses.
I see. Right. So the site boss just goes. He licks his finger, holds it up, and goes, "I feel like today's a day off." I don't know. There's a lot of aluminum sheets around here that might decapitate someone.
Right, for no good reason at all, other than to have a roof. But yeah, they're talking about farts. I'm not really a big fart guy. But,
right.
But
if you believe in yourself and work hard, you can become a big fart guy.
Well, I eat a lot of Taco Bell, I guess. You guys are talking about Christmas right before we delve into the Flatcher segment, and I have never been a big fan of Christmas. I'm one of those bah humbug guys.
I believe they call them Scrooges.
Yeah, Scrooges.
Yes.
Right, and for the most part of it is due to the type of work I do. In the wintertime, coming up to Christmas is when our work slows down, since I make less amount of money due to the weather factor, and I have to spend the most amount of money due to Christmas and everything else that goes along with living in the winter. So it's always been kind of a pain in the butt for me to like dole out all this cash when I'm making the least amount of cash. If Christmas was in July, I'd probably be like the happiest gift giver and, Christmassy kind of guy. If I was, rolling in a dough when we're working hot and heavy.
So then do you go to bars that do like Christmas in July night?
You better believe it, McMillan.
Right. Okay. All right. Get back to it, Woody.
All right, cheers, guys.
All right. Thank you, pal. There's Woody who's out there doing something. He's not working is what he's doing. So how about that baseball lockout? Major League Baseball locks out players. Is this like a government
The Guardians are never going to
Well, I was going to say, the Guardians' inaugural season in there. So is this like, I kind of understand the broad strokes. This hasn't happened in 26 years or something. And last time it happened mid-season. And so they figure, well, in the off-season, we'll do this and hopefully we can get it figured out so that it doesn't impact the regular season, the preseason, or spring training, or blah, blah, blah. But from the jump, one of the very first meetings between the players' union and the owners, one of the very first meetings lasted like 10 minutes because they were like, oh, we're so far apart on this that we need to retreat to our respective corners and return. So the collective bargaining agreement, I guess, expired at midnight last night or something. So it's the first work stoppage for Major League Baseball since 1995. My question is it like a government shutdown where, like, if you work for a team, are you sent home? Or it just means the players and the owners are going back and forth?
I think it's for the play. Like the players can't get into the building. Like they're
you
locked
can't
out.
get into your building. It's a literal lockout?
Well, they're because it's a bargaining between the players and the league. So,
but the players are still employees. Like
they're employees of the league, but because of their collective bargaining agreement and stuff like that, they are not allowed to get in.
Wow. So they would deactivate your key card over at Progressive Field. Is that what it is? You can't just walk
I believe so.
Around. Oh, man. Who's a main guy on the Guardians now? Who's like a big, who's a main guy?
Ramirez.
Jose Ramirez.
Yeah, Jose Ramirez.
So Jose Ramirez goes, I'd like to go into the office and just say hi to some people, but I'm literally locked out.
Right.
I'm figuratively and literally locked out.
I think. I'm not 100% sure, but I think it's, like they're, because you can't be accused of, you don't want to be accused of like tampering or something like that. So I think it's just the way you have to do it as a corporation, because these are all corporations.
And you're not going to be able to get any, legit information if you watch MLB Network, because that is owned by the owners. So you're not going to be able to get any, any news updates on the situation there.
Like, these players are just being unreasonable.
Yeah, we don't know. Here's our script. Read it over there about how awful these players are being. Players want things like, veterans not getting booted because they can pay young guys next to nothing. Teams concentrating payroll on wealthy teams and blah, blah, blah. All these other things that players say they want and the owners obviously don't want. And these are always inevitable. Employees v. management is always an inevitable problem. It took them this long to get there. I'm sure the last few years they've been looking at this going, all right, we're going to have a lockout in the next few seasons at some point. So we'll figure it out. We got the complete text or the memo from the baseball commissioner from the Guardians front office. Rob Manfred is the baseball commissioner. You might remember way back in the day, his band, Rob Manfred Man and the Earth Band. I don't know if anybody remembers Blinded by the Light, his cover of the Springsteen song, and then he went on, of course, to become baseball commissioner. But yeah, they're trying to figure this out. They're hoping to figure it out. They've got spring training is set. Pitchers and catchers are supposed to report on February the 16th.
Hey, that's my
which means they got a little bit over 2 months to figure this out. And opening day is March 31.
But they say they're so far apart, so maybe they won't.
So far apart is what they said.
Now, does that change Mary's guess? If we don't have opening day on March 31st, is her day, because she said opening day. So they move opening day. Does that move her guess?
I think it stays on March 31st.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I mean, as of now, March 31st is still opening day.
Right.
And I would imagine that they will try to figure out some way, it's why they did this in the off season. So they weren't going to have to dick around mid-season with this. So they're hoping, well, maybe this will jumpstart the talks and get us to the church on time. But they're very far apart on things. So they rent these ballrooms in a hotel, and you've got the union guys on one side, players' union. You've got the owners' side on the other, and they try to hash it out, and they figure out who'll take what. But you could see all these teams signing these free agents because they knew this was coming. So like, sign this guy and pay him $400 million for the next 10 years or whatever, so we can lock in some dudes before everybody else gets locked out. So, listen, if you're one of the players of the Guardians and they're not letting you in, you can come over here. We're the FM flagship for the Cleveland Guardians. You can come right over here, and we'll talk to you all about it. We'll figure it out. We'll act as intermediary, right?
Oh, that's fun.
Sure. Listen, I'm no stranger to mediating. We'll find some kind of détente between the two.
Guys, it's a game. We all just want to have fun.
Listen,
Let's not worry
it doesn't
about
matter
the
if
money.
you win or lose.
Right? We just love the game.
It's for the love of the game. There's a reason the phrase isn't for the love of the money, for the love of the game. Ask Kevin Costner. He knows. I've got a break here. If you want to get a text for anything, 35192. And you can listen to us anywhere you are on that iHeartRadio app.
The Alan Cox Show. On 100.7 WMMS.